As the head coach of the Tennessee Titans, I understand the importance of winning, but I also know that real winners don't take shortcuts.
You know that shortcuts to success, like using PEDs, aren't a good idea and can damage your health. So what can you do to increase your strength, endurance, and competitive edge? Or just look more muscular? There are actually a lot of healthy ways to train and compete, but keep in mind that any training regimen takes time. You won't see results immediately, but over time, your body and athletic skills will improve. So it's important to be patient and committed to your training regimen. One of the first things you can do to improve your athletic performance is to eat a healthy and varied diet.
I believe with food and rest, you can take your game to next level. You need to be your food coach. You know basic nutrition and basic right choices on the food and how you prepare that. You want to get your game to next level, you got to follow the three: food, rest, exercise, education. On the food and rest, normally you don't pay attention to that as much as you thinking about your practice. But gaining weight, losing weight, maintaining is a process. It's like weightlifting process. You need to be patient. You can have a missed meal. You need to go same enthusiasm you go for your practice. If you have a big game, 3 days ahead of time, you start going to that zone, start carb loading until we get to that 3.5 hours before the game, start eating. Then hydration. Try to hydrate yourself 2 hours before the game. Then if you can rest for like half an hour, you don't have to sleep. Lay down for half an hour, get your mind off the game, just be ready. If you want to be professional, you need to get that. Breakfast is the most important meal and most challenging because that's the meal most of the young kids missing it. And the reason is very important is when you go to bed already, you're eating a couple hours before you go to bed. Then it's gonna, all night, your body is gonna rest. Then if you don't have the breakfast, then around lunchtime, it's like you're fasting for almost half a day. And your body in the morning needs those glycogen. You need to boost your metabolism. The glycogen in the sleep, you're losing some of those. That's what you need, some carb type of food, bagels and food like that, waffle, pancake. When we break down to carb, fat, protein, you need all of them. Carb is primary energy, is your fuel. You need to fuel up to can go having performance. And then protein is for rebuilding your lost mass. Every one of them work differently. And the fat help you for your hormones, also to observe the vitamin. You get your calories from carbohydrate, fat, and protein. Also, you need vitamins and mineral and water. The normal activity, you need 60% of your calorie daily by carbohydrate, 25% fat, and 15% of your calorie need to be from protein. And that ratio is on daily basis. On game days, it's been changed. It goes to 80% carbohydrate and 10% fat and 10% protein. Basically, that's the ratio. But if you want to gain weight, you need to increase your calorie. You're losing weight, you decrease your calorie. And for each 500 calories you increase or decrease, you lose a pound or gain a pound average a week. You need to rest. Rest is the factor that comes from free food rest. You need to sleep 8 hours. You need to sleep good to have better performance. You can stay up till 2 in the morning watching TV, expect to have a good game. You need to be patient. Again, it's a process and you need to do it every day. You need to planning, thinking about it as much as you think about your practice. Come up with a solution, come up with something you like. It's all about follow that free.
Keep in mind that your nutritional needs may be different than a teammate's because of your size or other factors, and nutritional needs are different for male and female athletes. If you would like more information on nutrition for athletes, please log on to www.healthycompetitiontn.org.